Well, today Cody, my daughter, wants to try to go out and catch her first coyote. I'm by no means a huge long line coyote trapper. I'm not know everything to know about it. I know how to make a basic dirt hole set, and I usually do pretty good because I set on sign. I know the coyotes are there. It usually just runs right along with my coon line, and I don't set very many of them out. I will tell you that I usually always set two traps. Two separate spots really close together because coyotes kind of run in pairs, so in threes and fours. So that's what we're going to do here. But I'm going to make the first set. Cody's going to film it. You're going to try to get an idea of what I'm doing, and then we're just going to go on and have her do a set. A couple things you're going to need. You need a little shovel to dig your dirt hole. I use disposable stakes on my traps. Need a coyote trap. I got mine double swivel in the middle. I use a disposable stake just like I do on my coon line, same stake. So you gotta have the stake driver, gotta have a hammer. I don't have a regular bag I carry all in. I keep it in my truck in a bucket, and I just usually set close to the truck so I don't have to worry. That's why you're gonna see me. I got peat moss for bedding. I got that in just a white cup. Got some sheep's wool. I use a couple mice I trap for bait. Biggest thing when you're trapping these coyotes is eye appeal. Here we got a cow shoulder blade, got some cow skulls and stuff like that I use. I don't run a lot of coyote traps, so I can use, and like I say, I don't go far from the truck, so I use this big stuff. A lot of guys use just a rock or a tuft of grass or whatever, but like I said, I don't do many, so I like big eye appeal. I like white, shows up, and gets them over. So, and we got some scents and stuff, so we'll explain that as we go. We're gonna get it going. First thing we're going to want to do, we're going to want to dig our hole. What you want to do is you want to dig that hole at a pretty good angle. Things have been dry here, so you want to dig it at an angle because you want the coyote to have to come around this way. This is where your trap's going to be, so you're going to want to have them come around here to look down the hole. If you dig it straight down, they can look anywhere. If you dig it at an angle, they're going to come around, they're going to look down that hole. The trap's going to be back here, offset this to one side. We're going to get a gut front foot catch. Don't be afraid to dig it deep. I like digging mine deep. And like I said, guys, probably a million coyote trappers out there, 100 times better than me at doing this. I'm kind of a opportunistic coyote trapper is what I am, so somebody might do something different. They might get a little more technical. I don't know. This is just what I do. I think eye appeal has a lot to do with it to get them to come to your trap. If you're not setting on I think setting anywhere, you're going to need eye appeal. So there we go. We got our hole. And we'll do our eye appeal here. Always put that eye appeal in the back, so they can see it, and they're going to want to also keep them from working in the back of that trap. Next thing I want to do is I want to dig up and make it look like a coyote's been digging in a hole here. You want to rough that all up, dig that all out, give yourself a nice V pattern. And again, it's all about eye appeal. Making that coyote think there's something here that he's going to want. Next, we'll dig out our trap bed. Get our sifter here because we're going to be sifting some of this dirt back into there. Get them roots out of the way. That's probably going to be good. Set our trap here. I like using dogless traps. Keeps the coyote from stepping on that on the dog or anything and making the trap rock. You want everything to set pretty flat. Coyote's going to come in, set his foot on there, and you're going to have it. So, thing is, use a big enough trap to catch these coyotes. lure set. I like to take and drive my trap stake. If you're going to use it, you got to be confident in your stakes. If you don't think one's going to hold them, use two. Cross stake it. I've never had one pull out. I make my stakes pretty long, pretty solid ground. Get that baby down in there. You don't want a whole lot of chain sticking out and cable sticking out, so they got a long area to pull. They get some leverage and they'll work that trap right out of the ground. You're going to need a Sherman tank to pull that out. So we're good to go there. I like leaving my chain underneath that loose jaw. Kind of helps you get that stability. You got to make sure these traps are bedded rock solid. If a coyote comes in and he steps on that and that trap rocks, he's out of here. You ain't got him. So you got to make sure it's nice and set. Set good. Pack it down. Now, this is my peat moss. Use peat moss pretty much as an antifreeze. It's not going to freeze, so you want to do that. Then I take a small stick. A lot of guys use underall pan covers or trap covers. I'm a big coon trapper. I don't have all that stuff in my truck, and I'm not going to have all that stuff in my truck. So I just make sure it's nice and clear under that trap. I'll lift that lower jaw, put some more sand there. You know, if you can find a small rock, that's good too. Like I said, you just want to make sure he's not going anywhere when he steps on that. Pack that baby in there nice and tight. Still got a little bit of rocking going on. We don't want that. If you have to, lift that lower jaw. Pack that dirt in there nice. Set that lower jaw down in there. There you go. Now it's good and solid. Again, take some of your dirt, sift it over that, cover up that trap. You don't want a lot of dirt over it, just a nice dirt. Alright, again, find your pan. There it is right there. Make sure you ain't got nothing underneath it. If you want to use a little piece of I don't like that stuffing that comes in a inside of a pillow, that'll work good. I use that dogless too, and it doesn't, that pan doesn't have to travel very far. Alright, everything nice and level. Now, coyotes like to step. I know it sounds weird. They like to step where another coyote has stepped. So a little depression. So take and make yourself a little spot just like that. Kind of looks like a coyote print. It's a little hole. Just take it just a little bit. There you go. Perfect. Now a coyote's going to put his foot there just by habit. They'll put their foot there. So we're looking good there. Kind of work that from the side a little bit. Build that up a little bit. I'll move this in a little bit. There we go. Now he's going to have to, like I said, he can't come anywhere but right here to look down that hole. That's what we want. Now we'll take in take some sheep's wool here. I know they tell you not to use the glove to get the bait out. Some of that gland lure on that sheep's wool. Tuck that down in that hole, just like that. Use that stick, maybe leave it right here at the top. Get one of our mice in here. I don't like to put the mice too far down in there. I want them to see it. There we go. Put them white belly up. You can look down there. Now that hole really looks like it's got something. See? I don't know if you can see that down in there or not. But if you can see around, he's got to work that from just right this side. So we'll gather up our stuff. Anywhere you've been kneeling and it looks all padded down, roughen that back up. I don't know if you have to or not. It's just my thing, I guess. Now, last thing we're going to do is we're going to get a long stick, a longer stick. I'll wrap some sheep's wool around it. And we're going to go a little ways upwind here. Stick that stick in the ground. We'll put a call lure, like gusto, some skunk scent, something they're going to be able to smell. Now what that's going to do is that wind's going to take that. Coyote's going to be a little ways away. He's going to smell it. He's going to come check it out. He's going to get close. He's going to see our white shoulder blade. He's going to come to the trap. Bada boom, bada bing. Hopefully tomorrow, big old coyote standing here. So, see what happens tomorrow. We're going to let Cody make a set and we'll be back.